After announcing the PALWORLD Palooza in our Powered Pals as Venomized SCPs, thought it'd be quite fun to put a poll out and see what you guys wanted. You all voted for PALWORLD Pals as Kaiju, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to take 3 of the pals and we're going to put them into the Monsterverse. Let's bring these illustrations to life. Great, why have I been sent here of all places? It's meant to be dimension for Earth 334, not this place that's sealed and off limits. It shouldn't even be accessible. It's a sealed dimension, and that would be the reason why it's a sealed off forbidden dimension. It's nothing but humanity being kept on the brink of extinction by those freaking kaijus, or titans as they're called. This is, after all, the dimension with the designation KA1-JU, or Kaiju. Ironic name, really, isn't it? I mean, spells it out across the multiverse what this place is full of. I guess I should find out what region I'm in. Oh, for the love of... It may be just a coincidence, but that sign over there says Hanaza Quarry. Great, it's a large open area with few places to hide from any titans. And being a quarry, I bet there's going to be one of those Earth-type digging titans somewhere around here. You've got to be kidding me. What the hell is going on? Which titan is it? Is it one I can get away from? Great, it's a giant tank. That thing looks way more heavily armoured than your average titan. Even its underbelly looks like it's made of something stronger than anything humanity has created in the past. So what do I do now? It's stopped and it's just standing there. This thing looks a bit of a slow mover. Well, I'm not sure how I'm going to outrun this one, even though it's a slow mover. I mean, one step and it could squish me, another step and it's probably going to be faster than I can run. Not to mention, if it spots me, I'm going to become a bite-sized snack for a kaiju. Like I'd be a bite-sized anything to something that big. Let's get a better look at this thing. At the very least, I need to see what I'm dealing with, and down here, it's just a rocky mounting-like leg and a sky-blocking underbelly. I wonder if there's a way up the side of this quarry to see this thing clearer. Thankfully, it's still light out, although you wouldn't know that by the shadow this thing's casting. You wouldn't think it was the middle of the day. Right, let's get moving to see what this thing is. Oh my freaking god. What the hell is that thing? It looks like a giant armored turtle with... Seriously? You've got to be having a freaking laugh. It's no wonder there was an earthquake when this thing came out of the ground, but what the hell do you do to fight against this? Wait, did it see me? It's looking right at me. Hopefully, I'm not much of a meal in its eyes, and this thing, yeah, the big giant green eye looking at me, it's telling me not to move any closer. So I'm going to back away slowly. As for this giant turtle titan, it's covered in giant ore and mineral deposits, like in those fantasy games, and its face, it looks like a cross between a dragon-type creature and as if it's wearing a giant mask made of the earth. But it's got an orange tint to it. Maybe some copper veins were down there or something, but for some reason, it looks a lot stronger than copper. Okay, this titan hasn't moved for a few hours now, so I need to get out of here. I figure I should be able to get out the way now, since it's just motionless over there. I need to find somewhere to set up a base camp and deal with a few urgent issues like food, water, warmth, clothing, just the essentials. I was sure I might be able to use some shelter from a ruined building around here, but with that thing there, I'm not even going to chance it. And given some luck, I could manage to last a few days. Great, now as I'm moving away, this thing's watching me with its giant green titan eye, before starting to devour the rocks and ores at the quarry. I didn't think too much of it, but I was counting my lucky stars that this thing seemed to be tired and hungry. rather than interested in using me as a snack. Like I said, that giant turtle-like creature started to nump on the remains at that abandoned quarry, and I was moving away in peace. Although the peace was short-lived. As I was leaving the area, in the cover of darkness, it's not always safer to leave in the dark, but with this thing around, I don't fancy my chances in the daytime. That was until the whole area lit up in a reddish-orange glow. Turns out another Titan had shown up. And it's, well, I have to say, it didn't look quite menacing at the start. Not at first, anyway. This Titan looked like a giant deer with a set of ram-like horns on its head. What appeared to be a rather large, not to mention, I must say it looks super fluffy, mane. I couldn't help but think that it'd make a comfy place to sleep if it wasn't part of that giant Titan. And who knows what things could be in there. Although, if I could get some of that, it might make a nice little comfy bed or some form of insulation or something. Not that it was cold. That glow was from this Titan's claws. It was literally on fire, generating the heat that made the entire area feel like it was a hot, sunny day. Only thing was, it was night. Well, not anymore. Talk about affecting one's environment. Before I knew it, I was forced against a wall and pinned by an unseen force. As I struggled to move, barely managing to open my eyes from the pressure. Next, I heard a loud boom. The pressure was from these two clashing. Blow after blow, a shockwave was sent out in all directions. That was until the giant deer Titan made its claws super hot and managed to slash part of the oars on the turtle's back. Although the shell seemed to be unfazed, the oars and bits of earth that had grown over the shell were sent flying across the sky while set alight like flaming meteors, destroying the landscape in the distance. Where I was seemed to be safe from the falling debris, much like the eye of the storm in a hurricane, but that also meant I was in more danger. Being right in range of those two giant behemoths and their fight, the next shockwave sent me flying back along with the wall which I was pressed against. After the impact and shock of hitting the ground with the wall which shattered, I was finally far enough away to be able to stand and move despite the overwhelming pressure from the shockwaves. At this point, the ground was starting to be covered in oars and even some of the mane of that fire-wielding Titan. I managed to grab some of the mane after noticing that it was fire resistant. That could be helpful. I'd need it to get out of here. The flaming debris made a wall blocking the exit of the quarry, and I wasn't about to become char-grilled monster feed. It hadn't been a single day and I'm stuck here between a pair of Titans fighting over what? Food? Territory? Or just for the hell of it? Either way, don't really care about the reason. Just wish that they would have had their little tiff somewhere else. I mean, that giant digging turtle thing was letting me pass without any issue whatsoever. So why did that ram deer Titan have to show up and ruin things? But for now, I need to get out of here. This mane will help me out, but where do I go from here? Maybe I should head towards the coast? It might be a safer option than staying around inland with these giant things battling it out. Okay, now I'm gonna head for the coast. Which way is it? Finally. It might have taken me a few days and I might have had a few distractions along the way, but I finally made it to the coast. Now that I'm here, I need somewhere that would be a safe place to... that cave over there looks like it could be quite good. Sheltered and a nice hiding spot in case any Titans show up. Might not be the best case scenario, but it should offer some kind of protection or a hiding place. Plus, being by the ocean, it means there must be some form of regular food from the fish and that, so all good. And voila, my new home is done. Perfect, and so far no sign of any of those nasty monsters to ruin things. At least until help is sent for, help comes, or I find a way out of here. One of them's gotta happen. Easier said than done. Not like there's some super advanced interdimensional tech lying around here somewhere, or, you know, just available. Right, next plan of action is to figure out, are there any traces of humanity left? Haven't got my hopes up on this one, just because these Titan things are everywhere. I've heard several Titans fighting it out in the distance, not to mention some terrifying screams in the middle of the night. No idea what made them, but there's no way it's human, not by how loud they are and from how far away they're coming from. But my task for today is clear. I'm going to explore and get my bearings. There's something that looks like a broken metal structure in the water over there. I think I'd climb up it to see the area around me. Ooh, this thing's a bit slimy and it doesn't feel like metal. It feels more like a shell or something. It's not moving. Maybe it's just the outer shell from something other than... Yeah, probably best not to think about that. I'm getting pretty high up now, so it's probably an idea to hurry up. That said, if it does start to move, there's not really much I can do about that. I'll just have to pray I survive the fall. Wow, what a view. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, crap. There's more Titans. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10. That way seems to be Kaiju City Central. I think it's best I avoid that area. Over there, that looks like some small islands that are getting closer to me. Wait, small islands that are getting closer. I can see it a bit clearer now. It looks like a Gyarados. No, it's just got a segmented body like one of them. Great, another Kaiju. Wait, why is this thing shaking? Wasn't it just a dead shell? That's a rather large fin coming out of the water over there. This is a giant Titan, isn't it? I need to get out of here. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. This thing's huge and I don't know why. It's like a shell and it's armored, it's a Kaiju, and it's massive. I've got no choice. I've got to do it. I've got to jump and pray I survive the fall. Here we go! I have to say, this is by far some of the best artwork on the channel. This year, if not ever. And what do you guys think? Do you like how these PALWORLD pals turn out as Kaiju? I'm loving all the artworks and I can't really tell which one is my favourite. But if you've got a favourite, let me know in the comments below. Monday, there's no live stream. Instead, we've got a bonus video dropping, and that's something that was voted on back in December.